Hello and thanks for watching Best Maths Tutors. I'm continuing to go through the Edexcel Foundation Tier paper from 2019, and this is paper 2, and we're on question 28. And we're covering all the questions, so if you find this helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel. So this one is talking about a Fibonacci sequence, and it says what we've got is a Fibonacci sequence here, and the first 5 terms are given, and we've got to write down the next 2 terms. So I'll try and explain what a Fibonacci sequence is. And what it is, it's where to get the next term in the sequence, we add the previous 2 terms together. So for example, if we start on a 3 here, we've got nothing to add to it. So 0 plus 3 would give us the second term, which is 3. And then to get the 6 here, what we do is we add the 2 terms that are below it. So we can see we've got a 3 and a 3. So if we add 3 and 3 together, 3 plus 3 will give us the 6. That gives us a 3rd term in the sequence. When we want the 4th term in the sequence, we're going to add the 2 terms that are just below it. So we're going to add the 2nd term, so this one, and the 3rd term, this one. So if we do that, we've got 3 plus the 6, which we can see would give us the 9. To get the 5th term, what we do is, so here's the 5th term, we have to look at the 3rd and the 4th terms, and we have to add them together. So that would be 6 plus 9, and we can see 6 plus 9 will give us the 15. So to get the next term in the sequence, so the 6th term in the sequence, the one that will go here, I've got to go to the previous 2 terms, which is the 4th and the 5th, and add them together. So the 4th term is 9, and the 5th term is 15. So we add them together, and we get 24. And then when we want the 7th term in the sequence, we have to add the 5th and the 6th. So the 7th term in the sequence then, the one that's going to go here, will be the 15th, and 15 plus the 24. So if we add those together, we get 39. So our next 2 terms in the sequence then, which we've just found, were 24 and 39. So the next part of the sequence, the next part of the question is we're given a different Fibonacci sequence, and this one's done algebraically. So we can see instead of giving numbers, we've got letters here, and we've got to try and continue with this sequence until we find the 6th term of the sequence. So we can see, just to try and look at the principles, we've got the 1st, 2nd and 3rd terms that we've been given, and we can see that the 3rd term came from A plus A. So that gave us this one here, A plus A, and A plus A is 2A. If we want to find the 4th term, well, the one that's going to go there then is going to be the 2nd term plus the 3rd term. So that would be A plus 2A, and A plus 2A is going to give me 3A. So then if we look for the 5th term, we'll just continue this process on. So the 5th term is going to be the 3rd plus the 4th. So that's going to be the one that goes here. It's going to be 2A plus 3A. So we're going to end up with 5A. And then the 6th term, which is the one that we want, has got to be the 4th term plus the 5th term. So the one that goes here then is going to be 3A plus 5A, and so we get 8A. So the 6th term in our sequence then is 8A. So that's question 28 done. So if we now look at question 29, then what we've got to do is work out A minus 2B, where A is a column vector which is 4, 5, and B is a column vector which is 3, 2. To explain a little bit about what a column vector is, if I've got a column vector, which I'm just going to call C so I don't conflict with any of these letters, then what we'd have is we have the X value and the Y value. And so if you think about a graph, then the X1, whatever value that is, so let's imagine X was, we'll say X is 2 and Y is 1. What that would mean is, from any point on here, going across by 2 in the X. So if I want to do this vector C, I'd go across by 1 and then another 1, so across by 2, and then I would go up by just 1, so up by 1. So my vector C is actually that. That's my vector C in this case. So when I've got a vector, it could start from any point as well. So a vector is just a line with a distance and a direction. So C could also be represented there or anywhere. It's movable. It just means it goes in, as long as it goes across by 2 and up by 1, then it is the vector C. So what we've got to do is we've got to try and look at these two column vectors and work out what A minus 2B would be. So what that means then, if we replace the A and the B by these actual vectors, it would mean 4, 5 for the A minus 2 times by 3, 2 for the B. And when we have a number in front of the vector, all that means is the 2 would multiply the 3 and also the 2. So we could rewrite this and we could say the A vector stays as it is. What we have is, in this vector then, the 2 multiplies the 3 there, so we get 6. And the 2 multiplies the 2 there, so we get 4. And then we can just get another vector, which is going to be given by 4 minus 6 for the top value, which is the X value. So that would give us minus 2, because we have to think about a number line. So imagine there's 0, there's 4. If we take away 6 from that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to take us down to 0, and then keep going 1, 2 places, and that will take us down to minus 2. So that's the X value there, and the Y value is going to be 5 take away 4, so that's just going to be 1. And that's it. So we've completed the last question on the paper. So I hope that's been helpful to you. We will be doing all the other papers as well. Quick paper 1 is already on the channel. So if you find this helpful, which I hope you do, then please consider subscribing to our channel and liking our video. Thanks for watching.